Petersburg who are crafting this persona and thinking, what should Jenna be saying today? Is it a racist tweet or is it like a Kim Kardashian joke? And they create this sort of mix of pop culture references and damaging political commentary. She was mostly designed to speak to conservative audiences, and she has quite a lot of followers online. She has about 70,000 followers on her Twitter, so she is in a position to actually shape the political discourse because of how well she has embedded herself within the fabric of American political discussions. That is also how she managed to get into actual mainstream media. People would say, yes, like, political activist Jenna Abrams said on the internet. Of course, they had no idea that there was no such person as Jenna Abrams, and this was not a real conservative American activist from Main Street, USA. Issues, and they realized that if you wanted to make those issues divisive and hurtful for America, you needed to have a hand in both sides of the issue. They're designing conflict between polarized groups in America online, but also offline. And so they conduct protests in the US. When they organize a protest, they reach out to one group and make sure that on the other side of the street, there's another group who's going to do the exact opposite position.
All these things are instrumental white supremacy.
Online, when they talk about immigration, for instance, they encourage messages that are inflammatory against immigration, but they also encourage, in the same stroke, pro-immigration messages and campaigns. And then they have an anti-immigration group do a demonstration, and a pro-immigration group do a demonstration on the very same street on the same day.
The anti-Muslim protesters were responding to an event called Stop Islamization of Texas. It was organized by a Facebook group named Heart of Texas, generated by Russia. Posts on the Facebook event page threatened to, quote, blow this place up.
They're designing for violence. They've done their research, and so the content they curate and how they behave online is unfortunately a reflection of how polarized the actual online political conversation was at that time.